Hello, Galarius Smitely fans. Um, Low Division specifically. I am Ket Monster, and I'm here joined by Gordon, here casting the Spaced Out versus Hinkai's game. Formerly two top tier teams last split, and they've sort of fallen off a bit. Few iffy games from both sides so far this split. Not where they used to be. Be an interesting set. I'd like to know your thoughts, Chair 2, Mike Gordon. So,
Wow, very looking forward to this. Spaced Out lost the last set last week against Just Built Different. Same as Queen Kai's. We lost against who did we? I can't remember it. Feels Bacchus, I believe.
uh,
Hoping to see what they've got in store, if they've learned from the mistakes. I'm seeing Snowy is back. Uh, yeah, Slay King, otherwise, is back in Spaced Out this week. So hoping for a good show from them. Red, Purple, Blue also returning to Queen Kai's after what feels like a month off.
yeah, we haven't seen red, purple, blue in a long time, and it's been unfortunate for King Kai's, honestly. Um, he's been a big part of why they've looked so strong. Over the last split, and his absence, it's been felt. I think the people they lost to last week were Yggdrasil. I believe they lost to. Yggdrasil looking like a very strong team, to be fair. So that could have gone either way. But I think now that Red, Purple, Blue is back, should make a big difference. But on this side of Spaced Out, they've had absences with Slay King being obviously unavailable, and now he's back. It's huge for them. Arguably their best player and their best player of Split One. Um, Slay King just brings so much constant damage in the mid lane. He's such a nuisance to deal with, and his God Pool, it's unbelievably wide. There's not really much you can do to ban him out. Speaking of gods, look at the bans. What are you thinking so far, Gordon?
Well, Baba Yaga, obviously one of the number one picks right now. Can't see a reason why not. Along with all the other attack assassins, Mercury, Kali, Bakasura, Yamoja, an interesting bind. I've not seen Red, Purple, Blue play yet, but I'm glad that at least Spaced Out respect the Yamoja.
Yeah, red, purple, blues, Yamoja. He has looked like one of the top Yamojis in the league. Of it, you've got you yourself, the Yamoja man on cast with me. But red, purple, blues Yamoja is very good. Um, Other bands, I'm quite surprised they've opted for the Kali and Mercury bands. Typically Morton Gods. I get that they're strong in the meta. We haven't really seen Big Man Jesus sort of up towards these in the last few games. He's still kept on choosing these sort of ability-based junglers with big teamfight presence. The Humbats, I remember in the mid-season tournament, he looked incredible on us. We get first pick Chernobog here. Billy praising Chernobog's sort of abilities and just like the global presence of Chernobog. Sorry, just so hard to deal with and match with an Apollo. What do you think about the ADC early selections and the what both the globals of both Apollo and Chernobog bring?
I think that's basically it. You see a Chernobog first pick, so you think, okay, that man wants to rotate a lot, so I'm going to try and keep up with him. That's or cause my own problems elsewhere. I think it's an interesting matchup. I'm gonna enjoy seeing what each of these players can do.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be an interesting one to watch. Apollo really bringing probably the better laning phase against Chernobog and a bit better self-peel where I think Chernobog scales so much better late game, uses the ADC builds way more efficiently than Apollo. His passive just puts out ridiculous numbers, and the stats that the ult provides are just so hard to deal with. So we see on the return an early Jing Chen pick. Now Jing Chen, a decent pick, has really rose to power in this auto attack jungle meta. But none of the jungles really picked here, or no CC immune, or no gods lacking CC immune ults. What are you
Well,
thinking here, Gordon?
I see it interesting. I believe, yeah, it's easy to cancel Chernobog's dash if you're playing Xingtian. You just knock him up immediately the moment he tries to use it. But maybe that's a Chernobog mid. I think Xingtian might be, as you said, too early here, and you see immediately a Geb and Kukulin picked up in response. Kukulin being very, very strong at the moment, and Geb, I can't think of a better pick against the Xingtian. If your ADC gets plucked by Xingtian's ultimate, the Geb's cleanse is gonna come in beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. And returned here, we see Cullen for Lina. Arguably was looked like her strongest pick this season. And Osiris locked on the other side. I actually think this could be an Osiris jungle. You know, we've seen Morton opt towards it before. Has said publicly he's a big fan of the pick, and I don't really have Alfie down as an Osiris player. What are your opinions on this Osiris pick here, Gordon? I did hear from a little bird you played with one maybe a day ago, maybe, perhaps?
Yeah, I have seen an Osiris jungle recently, and I can really mix it up and bring in some good pressure. I still also like it as a possible solo lane pick, especially into the Kukulin. Uh, Kukulin, the moment Kukulin starts raging, you drop your, Osiris starts using his free. There's a lot of damage mitigation going off there already, so he can pretty much stay safe against it. I think I like Osiris better here in the solo lane than in the jungle.
Yeah, for sure. I think Osiris. Alfie doesn't really tend to opt towards the Bully God, so it'd be interesting to see how he pilots it if it does go towards him. But definitely, that matchup can really go either way with who completely slams that matchup. I mean, Kukulin's transformation, you've got the root stop Osiris, but at the same time, Osiris's just ability to just box people is sort of unrivaled in the solo lane. It's second round bans here. We've got a Thoth and a Poseidon ban. We haven't really seen much of Plush Rush, who I believe is the mid laner. Haven't really seen much of him, so it's hard to tell about his god pool. And Oleron and Yu Huang, not really picks at Big Man Jesus. Oh, not Big Man Jesus, that Slay King has opted towards. Scylla, though, is one that he's opted for before, taken away from him. I like the Scylla here. With the setup of the Xingqian, it's all about really if the Xingqian can confirm the whirlwind of Rage and Steel. What are your thoughts on this solo pick here, Gordon?
Yeah, I think I like it as well, and I can definitely see Spaced Out saw it coming because they banned Thoth and Poseidon, also two very good gods that you can utilize that setup well. So Scylla must have been on their mind, and you see a Raven, Morgan Le Fay here. I think they knew the Scylla was coming.
Yeah, for sure. Raven, pretty decent at chasing Vasilla. Can use the overhead kick, I believe it's called, to immune the Sikkim and the Crush. Morgan Le Fay, just a very safe pick, very hard to dive. And it looks like, yeah, an Osiris jungle here for Morton as Alfie opts for Bologna. Interesting Bologna pick, really. Not really stacking on the auto attacks as a side of Spaced Out. What are your thoughts on this Bologna pick? I'm personally not too keen on it.
Well, it all depends on where this Bologna is going. If it's a Bologna jungle into, I'm really liking it. Bologna into Raven just feels good. And likewise, Osiris into Kukulin also feels very nice. I'm liking the picks here from Pinkies.
Yeah, Morton with this pick, it is a bold statement that he's looking to target this this Chernobog the side of Ginger Archer. Decent. I mean, you probably have to opt to go for the hybrid build on Bologna, so gonna fall off towards the later stages of game, I reckon. I mean, Bologna as a character is typically one that's sort of falls off later in the game. But it'd be interesting to see how Morton builds. Normally, sort of renowned for his hyper carry style of gods. He loves auto attackers. Bologna is an auto attacker, but I don't think she does the similar things that, you know, the Mercury and the Arachne he tends to do. So it'll be interesting to see whether he can adjust his playstyle accordingly. I think it ultimately rides on that. Overall, though, I actually think I'm preferring the side of Spaced Out.
I think Bologna is pretty much depending on how you build her. You either build her auto attack or you build her ability based, and both of them can work very well.
Yeah, for sure. I know in the solo lane I've been seeing this hybrid bluestone sort of build sort of crop up on Bologna. I doubt in jungle you'd want to go for that, honestly. I think her ability to trade with the auto attacks is just
I
too
I, thi-
valuable to have.
I still think I've seen Bellona jungles back in season 3, maybe building Transcendence, but mind you,
That
this is
is a
back in
long
season
time
3.
ago. The
There were no better items back then, so
Yeah, for sure. Times have
game has
changed.
changed. Yeah, the game has changed definitely.
So yeah, I think ultimately Xingqian is going to have a very, very hard time really confirming
He-
these Whirlwind of Raging Steels. But if
it's-
he does get them, I do believe the follow-up is there, and that can ultimately turn fights. I think the side of Kinkai's their comp is so much more high execution. Granted, typically it won't be, but I think with how they've really picked around this Xingqian, the early Xingqian pick, it's going to be so hard to confirm that setup for Scylla. Granted, Clutch Rush might be a very good Scylla play, might be able to hit everything free-handed, but I think, rather than diving you, you're not really going to confirm much onto him, and Cucullin's just going to brush it off, really, come late game.
yeah, I very much agree. This Kukulin late game is really just gonna get in there and do whatever he wants, unless King Kais can come away with a great early and mid game and not let him get far ahead. But it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's definitely one strength of the Kinkai's comp. Like, I think diving that backline is gonna, you know, that backline combination, while Raven probably has a very good matchup into Scylla, I think Scylla's like sort of self peel, the Xingqian peel, the Apollo mares, for example, that is so much CC for their front line to deal with. Granted, they've got the Geb cleanse, but Geb also has other abilities to cleanse. Got the Xingqian ult, got the Bologna stuns, the Osiris stuns. There's so much for Manga to sort of to cleanse, really.
Yeah, Manga's gonna have to put in the extra effort this game, but well, see how he goes.
Yeah, he's definitely confident on these sort of peel style picks. Not really aggressive player. Manga, I'd have him down as. I've always he always comes across as me as such a defensive sort of team orientated player. Doesn't really go for the flashy plays, the carry plays on
No,
support.
but on the same level, I'd say he doesn't need to. He's always shown such great ability to peel, and when he needs to land a good stun or a good CC cleanse, anything that his team needs in that moment, Manga has been there and he's been on point so far in the league. I'm really hoping to see him shine today with this Geb.
Yeah, he really needs to. When you've got carries as good as Slay King and Ginger Archer, how good they've been this season, you really need to make sure they're staying alive, outputting the damage as they've always done. I think Alfie and Morton, just based on sort of how the teams have been playing as of late, I think Morton and Alfie are going to have to put a real shift in today, and it'd be interesting to see how well Red Purple Blue does. Sorry, after a long time away from the game. Looks like we've gone to a pause here. Hate to see
Little bit
that.
of issues from players connecting, but it should be all right shortly.
I do hope so. Let's have a look here. Lovely little staircase there for you viewers at home. Oh, we're not transitioned. My bad. Apologies. Technical issues at home, in the studio. Sorry.
So if you were just from looking at this mid lane, Morgan Le Fay, Scylla, Rava, and Osiris, what do you think could happen in the first two levels here?
Morgan, do you mean Bologna? Sorry, I heard Osiris.
Oh yes, sorry, I've got them mixed up here. In the
Yeah, Alfie.
Alfie is solo laner and
Alfie is a solo laner. Yes.
yes.
So Bologna and Scylla, I believe it is. It's a weird mixed match of Bologna decent early game clear, decent pressure, and Scylla probably the lowest pressure mid laner, to my knowledge, in my opinion anyway. So it's going to be a weird sort of weird fusion. Be interesting to see what start they go for. I assume Morton would level the bludgeon for that cleave on the camps. Be interesting to see what starter he goes for as well. Whether he goes in mannequins for that early pressure. Haven't really seen much of mannequins lately, but I think on a god like Bologna where you can really stick to people, be quite good through the early game in my opinion. Helps that early game clear as well. One thing I would like to see though is for Morton not to opt for the Golden Blade. Granted, I think the
I
stats on
mean,
it are pretty good. The stats are pretty good, but I think Bologna's clear, and the buffs Bologna's had over time. I think with the duration of her passive, the weapon she's holding, I believe that Bologna's clear is just good enough without Golden Blade, in my opinion. I don't know your opinions, Gun.
well, yes, at the same time, and no. It depends on what sort of build he's looking at and what he's looking into first. Yes, Bologna can clear wonders without Golden Blade, but at the same time, you're not going to want to be using your hammer in every single camp, and just being able to walk up to one, hit it 4 or 5 times, and clear it is more than using an ability on it.
Yes, we are in the game now. Let's have a look. I think we're transitioning in now. Yep. Any interesting builds? Let's have a look at the Bologna. Ooh, I have the jungle.
I have a jungle into what could be, well, it's a katana for now. Could be anything, but I would like to either see, if not the Golden Blade, then a stone cutting sword to at least.
Yeah, stone cutting, very nice. For Bologna. Quite, if she's not in the bludgeon, quite a fast firing auto attack chain, so can really proc the passive efficiently. Um, Hunter's
Uh,
Cowl for Apollo. Haven't seen that much as of late.
I think I've seen both items equally. Hunter Skull, well, both items, all three Hunter items right now. Hunter Skull, Gilded Arrow, and Deathstall. Not bad options at the moment. I think Hunter's Curl definitely allows you to play a little bit more safer if you're confident that you can juke abilities and moves, thanks to that extra move speed it brings when you're alone. At the same time, Deathstall, nothing like it to stay in lane. It also gives you mana back. So something that I'm not thinking this Apollo is going to lack for now.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams opting to go for red to blue, oh, red to yellow start. Apologies. Um, Looks like oh, Scylla went straight from
Doing,
yellow to mid lane. Interesting.
do you
Probably.
think Morden asked her to go do this, or was it slight miscommunication?
I think I saw. If I don't understand it, actually, I assume it's a call. I feel like Morton's not a player who'd do out an accident. Oh, I think he's setting up for the gank onto Liner early, but
Lane is already
manages,
out for.
yeah, good charge away there towards the tower. Makes a gank sort of less likely to happen. And Morton, if he doesn't make his way over to mid soon, I mean, Oracle's gonna go down on the side of spaced out. Really needs to be there in mid for when these mid harpies spawn. Scylla's just lost a fair few minions to tower, which is, I mean, it can happen, but I
A
feel
little
like
bit of
it's
gold loss,
avoidable.
but
Yeah, it can happen. It's Scylla, but I feel like it's avoidable if Morton goes there. I think the level 2 gank onto Lina, she's one of the top solo laners. You're always going to expect that sort of stuff, especially against Morton, who has done it frequently before in the league. I think she would have been fully aware.
well, I hope so. Her team is on comms. The team should have said enemy missing. So yes, and immediately more fighting in left lane.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look here. Big respect to Liner as well, who sort of known in the league, doesn't really can't communicate with a team, but still manages to communicate perfectly, like between a team. Just such a good player. It's all that printers coaching.
More than
Morton
can
here
never tank.
coming to gank Liner, sorry. Liner beats forced out. Yeah, good little gank there from Morton. makes it a bit easier. Oh, first blood there. Manga getting it onto red, purple, blue. Very close there, actually. Manga really low on HP, and the early aggression that you'd sort of assume out of Geb, or not Geb, sorry, Xingqian and Apollo especially, sort of not going in Kinkai's favor. Blue
That's
invade.
interesting.
I couldn't tell if that was successful, honestly. Looks like it is, because blue buff picked up, and Alfie does have blue buff. Good little invade there from Morton, and spaced out 1k gold lead already.
Josh missing all his abilities in that camp.
Yeah. What are you thinking so far, Gordon? Big gold
Well,
lead
I'm liking
already.
it. I'm seeing that Modern has already, well, even though that gank didn't work over in dual lane, he's still got
Oh,
a little bit of pressure there. Although, wow, his team is not surviving in ways I think he'd hoped.
no, solo
I
killing
don't
mid.
think that abandoning his midwave, first midwave like that for an attempted gank was a good call. Maybe it could have been, but either way, his midwaves ends up losing XP and gold, and then just because you're not there to rotate to dual lane, Batwave also ends up losing.
It's unfortunate. Scylla is one of them picks where you just can't leave her on an island because she loses pressure. She then gets poked out because she can't clear the wave as fast as other mid laners, and it just becomes like a onwards fall as Manga ults there in the duo lane. Nothing really forced out. Morton coming to gank. Ginger Archer and Manga both low, pushed up as well. Good route there from Ginger.
Okay,
Manga
here's the Chernobog.
probably gonna.
Oh, that's
That's.
unfortunate. Chernobog, he used Living Nightmare and went right into the Scylla and her tower.
I'm sorry.
That is an unfortunate ending. He'd had no way out anyway, over in his own lane.
Yeah, that's.
Meanwhile, over in solo lane, Alfie winning the pressure but losing a lot of wave, a lot of his own wave. I don't think he should have been chasing to poke someone when you've got a minion wave to clear.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Alfie got that invade early on, and he's still falling behind in levels. I just feel like that can't really happen, honestly.
I'm
Um,
already seeing level at 5 minutes a Sov come in from Kukulin. Nothing out of the ordinary, and I think a really strong item in solo lane right now, especially as long as you're up against a physical solo laner and there's a physical jungler, couldn't ask for anything better.
yeah, for sure. It just makes you so hard to kill. If the health regen it gives to Cullen, for example, not really. Well, Godbot doesn't have any sustain in his kit, so it just helps him through this early game.
I can't.
Aside, oops, sorry.
Sorry, no, I was gonna say I can't blame Modern for trying to gank him before he could finally build it, but now that Kukulin's got Sov online, he's gonna be real hard to take down.
Yeah, for sure. You should really start looking to help Vasilla a bit more. Plush Rush did get the return kill onto Ginger Archer, so he's not in too bad as a position he was in early game. But I think once Scylla gets that Crush max level and gets that Warlock stuff online, should be fine for clearing the waves. But Morton's just going to need to put a little bit of attention there. Xing Qian ganking Ginger Archer here on the Chernobog. Ultimate will still be down. Looks like he's going to be able to path out though. Yeah, Saru just too far away. Getting poked out here from Big Man Jesus. Mystic Rush in. Oh, he's low. He's going.
Head fight.
Oh, unfortunate there from Big Man Jesus. Morton returning with the Blono ult there. Ginger Archer ultimate in. Manga connects the Cataclysm on 2. Apollo ulting in onto Big Man Jesus does not
Why?
connect. Why? That is
What
that
did I?
was
You
rough.
got away with 100 health. I'm sorry, buddy, but don't come back. Meanwhile, Scylla running for her life, using I'm a monster to escape. But
Yeah, manages to get out there. Yeah, massive miscalculation there from Saru. Don't know whether we were communicating it or whether we were told to. I think you can't be doing that once your team rotates to save your life. and then you just go back into die anyway. You just kind of can't be doing that. You can't afford to do that, especially on a pick as like Apollo into Chernobog. Both do same thing, apart from their power spikes through different parts of the game. I think Apollo, you could argue, is better earlier, better laning. Chernobog just comes online late game and is lethal. Red, purple, blue poking out Ginger Arch here, picks up the chalice for the trebuchet. Sorry, great Scorpion picked up now by spaced
Stolen.
out. Oh, stolen.
Yeah, it's a stolen
Nice.
Scorpion. We're looking aggressive and then looking for every chance at XP. I like it.
Oh, stolen. Yeah, sorry.
Already 8 minutes in, a 1500 gold diff. Slaking getting chased away now from mid lane. The both mid laners going into very similar builds, changing Sands of Time for Archmage's gem. Any opinion there? Do you think they're just gonna?
I think with the conduit gem with Morgan Le Fay, can keep proccing the gem of focus. I hope they put it into a gem of focus.
I
Helps Morgan Le
feel
Fay
like
with a
they've got it the
microwave.
wrong way around. I feel like that item is better on Scylla, and likewise, Sands of Time is better on Morgan Le Fay. But don't ask me, I'm not a mid laner.
Personally, I would have gone conduit on both. I think it helps both their early games. I do like Gem of Focus on the Morgan Le Fay. Granted, I think it's going to be harder to go into that sort of cooldown build. Scylla just needs it for a early clear. Granted, Pendulum of Ages, sorry. It's really good for your late game scaling. Granted, when the passive is fully charged, it's 170 power, I believe, because you get about I think it's about like 80 power from the passive, something like that. It's base of 90. It's such a strong item. 20% cooldown as well, but I think it just hinders Scylla's early even more, and her lack of clear, well, not a lack of clear, but the
Yeah,
lack of damage in clear, it's it makes it so hard to survive through the early game.
yeah, we've already seen that. Well, already Morgan taking a level lead. Not much. Well, aside from we killed it on Scylla. It's not. It's not. It's not strange to me to see that Morgan's getting a lead with the extra damage procs.
Yeah, for sure. And Slaking as a player, his macro game is probably the best out of any mid laner. He is just ahead no matter how he's doing.
And
Like,
he's just picked up a soul gem now. Now, definitely gonna stay alive quite a bit longer.
yeah, you're netting in about 400 health from both the two items he's gone. He's just going to be so hard to
And
dive.
with his own ultimate, if his ultimate happens to proc soul gem, I think that could heal him for more than half of his current health.
Yeah, I mean, you get the bonus healing effectively from Morgan Le Fay the more health you have, because it's based on missing percent health, I think.
Yep.
Um, oh, Gold Fury started up here by King Kai's. Only really
Very
Billy
aggressive
here.
Gold Fury. Bellona used her ultimate without knowing Ginger is behind them. Could Ginger steal here? He stole
Spaced
it!
out! He steals it! Billy with the
Ginger
steal!
steals! He just snuck up behind the enemy team. No one knew. Bellona with
Oh
a big
my.
waste of her. I
Whirlwind of
honestly
Rage of Steel
believe
there.
that.
Sorry.
I am sorry. Sorry, I should have let you call
I
that.
know, we're both like shocked. We're both in shock. Christ.
They
Yeah,
had
it's a,
no wards behind them. They didn't know Ginger was. And how did they not know Ginger was in lane? He could have snuck up behind them.
honestly, I think the main issue is you're a Scylla. You should be securing.
No
You
one was looking around. No one was attempting to zone. They just wanted the extra damage, which, yes, good plan, but not when you don't have wards.
and mid tower now goes down. That makes subsequent Gold Fury and Pyro fights just so much harder. You normally have that tier 1 mid tower to back up to. Towers are so strong at the minute with the buffs, but it's just going to make fights around that area so much harder. And because of that, spaced out with tower and the Gold Fury steal, 5k gold lead. That is not what you're wanting. From what was a small 2k lead, a manageable 2k lead, for it to escalate that fast, that quickly over, such a simple play to get right, you just can't be doing that at this level of play.
Yeah, no, that is. I don't know as well how he stole it. If he stole it with his ability combo, and how come Stella's crush couldn't outsecure it? She was already level 10, so that crush should be max rank.
Yeah, for sure. Scorpion goes down. Big Man Jesus just 3v1ing. Oh, Ginger Archer rotation in. Mystic Rush connects to Morton there. Plus Rush able to just escape through the tower. You know, can't really look for anything here.
Respect. Red, purple, blue really trying to get something to work there with Whirlwind of Rage and Steel, but
Yeah, not really getting much. I like the call there from Billy though to rotate into it. Has that lead, top player damage. I mean he can afford to, even if it doesn't really go in their favor. Ginger Archer going on to Saru. Just gonna escape there on the Apollo. Alfie blinking onto Snowy here, out of mana. Geb sort of. Oh, that is a rough Geb knockaway, but Slaking just gonna get out. He's gonna be so hard to kill at the minute. Morton bludgeon connects onto Ginger Archer. I'm Scourge. Big Man Jesus poked out here though. Has no ultimate. Can't really escape here. I'm a monster. I don't think connected to
hit no
anyone
one.
there.
It hit no one.
That is not what you're wanting. And yeah, just nothing really happens here. Liner just gonna keep farming though. I mean, that was Kinkai's time, and they didn't really do anything. And now Liner, a blue invade, gets to keep farming up.
Big man
Big,
aggressing here too much. He's gonna pay.
yeah, a bit over aggressive there from Big Man Jesus. Push Rush able to pick up that kill. Slaking, big one there on the Morgan Le Fay. Does get caught by the Will in the Rage of Steel though. Beads, I assume, were down. Just gonna go back to mid, but yeah, I mean,
Slaking Aegis right now. Did you just see that?
I do believe in the industry they do call it a fat finger. Manga coming in.
Oh, we were
Ooh,
just complimenting this man.
he's still the number one. He's incredible. He's doing so well so far.
Yeah, but come on, we just gave you a compliment. Don't make us look bad.
No, he's keeping it interesting. He does it for content. He does like to spice it up every now and then. But yeah, spaced out 6k gold lead. It's not really a high kill game, but their macro game, their play around objectives has just been infinitely better. I don't think so far I've seen Kinkai's do a single Scorpion, apart from the one what was stolen.
No, I don't believe they have. Um,
It's basically 250 team gold now. I think
I'm
every
noticing
player.
Bellona has the build made you angry in the end because she did
Oh
end up
my
going for
god,
that
it
golden blade.
has. It absolutely has. I just
She
feel
went
like
for a stone cutting as I wanted afterwards, but mm,
I just feel like you don't need Golden Blade on Bologna. Like, it's a decent stat stick, I'll give them that, but why not get better items online
I
earlier
would have
when
liked to seen a
Bologna's
stacking item.
I
Any
wouldn't
stacking item.
I wouldn't have liked a stacking item honestly, but Cataclysm out onto red, purple, blue. Sorry, I interrupted myself. Gonna dash in aggressively on this tower. Catches red. Oh no, doesn't get the knock away. I really like how Manga's playing this Geb. He's really getting in there, and going for these aggressive ones. Is it rollout? I believe. Is it that
Yes,
ability
roll
called
out.
rollout? Wow. Yeah, he's going for these aggressive rollouts, and a lot have been connecting. Honestly, I'm really impressed with how Manga's playing this game. Actually, probably so far has been the most impressive player on that team.
Yeah, he's really.
Super impressed.
I, I get the feeling that whoever's calling the shots, if it is Manga, is really doing a great job. Manga's showing it just by being on top of everything.
Yeah, definitely. Oracle's gonna go down. Gold Fury has come up now. I think the one promising hope for Kinkai's is that Scylla secure compared to Morgan Le Fay. It's night and day. If your team really plays around Vasilla, keep making sure Vasilla can step up for this secure, it could be huge for King Kai's. But you know,
At the same
it
time, if I think of a mage that I'm afraid of just free casting in the backline, I'm more afraid of a Morgan Le Fay than I am of a Scylla.
for sure. I think at this point though, King Kai's really need to just try and have any grasp on an objective, and I think that'll be their
Gold Fury
best
started up.
entryway in. But being burst relatively quick here. Liner coming around the back, and Saru is just getting poked out. Stepping up though, ignoring Liner. Plush Rush goes into the I'm a Monster to mistimes it.
A little bit too early, but I'm a monster.
Just needs a little bit of patience there. Saru going down. Morton getting poked out. Chernobog ulting onto Plush Rush. Big Man Jesus picking up red, purple, blue. Being need Billy to connect some more. It was here. Liner picks it up there with the barbed spear, I think. I think that's what that ability's called. Yeah, a 3-for-1 and a gold fury for spaced out. Honestly, 18 minutes in, 8k gold lead. It's starting to look like curtains. Spaced out. Now they've got their core 5 again. They are looking like that unit. We saw them in Split 1, and it's a bit scary. If I were other teams, I would be terrified. Their
Yeah,
team fighting has been impeccable.
I can see why this team was top of the league last split, and yeah, definitely wa watching them play together is definitely intimidating.
Yeah.
Great, great team sense by both Lina, Big BMJ, Sleeking, and Ginger Archer, and Manga just on top of everyone with great, beautiful cleanses. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Red, purple, blue. It feels like this month break has been unfortunate for him,
Yeah, it's been
especially
harmful.
coming back and laning with someone that I can only assume he's not really accustomed to laning with.
I do believe that Layla is their main ADC, and also I've had a little stat fact from the chat. Apparently, Geb leveled his cleanse first. What do you think about that, Gordon?
Well, I think I'm yeah. Why not? You mentioned it yourself. King Kai's has a lot of CC and a lot of big burst damage. Leveling the shield just seems more sensible.
He's just a wholesome guy. This Ashby guy, he's just a true support, and
I,
it's lovely to see.
I did tell him last week I wanted to see him playing more support picks, like more peel oriented picks than picks that try to engage, and yeah, it's definitely paying off. A great cataclysm.
Yeah, Morton really poked out here. Slaking just playing in ridiculous numbers. Saru might be looking for the drop onto the enemy. He's just going to hover around in the sky. Has that transcendence, I believe, so really has the time to just sort of flow around. Yeah, good little pick from Spaced Out as they head straight to its Fire Giant. Billy's just going to keep split pushing here. Would not be surprised if they're going to try and bait them in. And let's. In fact, Chernobog could just ult over. Surprised he hasn't ulted over a bit earlier. I'm not going to lie. Still looks like they're
He's
trying to
got a
bait them
good
in.
moment to split push left. He's got a
Yeah,
Trebuchet there. His team, there's only two of King Kai's there.
yeah.
Red
Alfie
Purple
looking
Blue
for
is
the
looking for
ult.
something around.
Oh, King Kai's still
Kai's
the
take
Fire
it!
Giant! And this is what I was saying about the Morgan Le Fay secure. Not the best. Alfie going to die here, but whoever out of red, purple, blue, and Alfie, they are doing God's work to keep King Kai's in this game right
I don't
now.
know what happened, if that was Alfie or Red Purple Blue, but that's in another beautiful steal this game. First one from Spaced Out on back Goldview, and now this Fire Giant.
I don't think this is a
I'm
play
lost for
though.
words.
Yeah, King Kai's.
Spaced Out trying to get something back from that lost FG, but at most we'll be able to invade the jungle a little bit because I don't think. Oh, actually,
Oh my goodness, that damage from both Big Man Jesus and
Red
Slay
Purple Blue
King.
stayed too much. He should have fallen back sooner.
Yeah, really good stuff. Billy just gonna look to split push. Billy level 20, 4 items in. He can just do whatever he wants. Honestly, at this point, I think his build, he's interesting bow build. Haven't seen that since about a year ago. Honestly, I think ADC's really still scrambling to try and find out
I,
what they want to build. What are
I
you thinking
think
about this bow
I
build?
think it's not so much that it's a build that you want to copy for every game. I think this build is situational right now because that's nickable. Reduces attack speed, and Bellona, Osiris, Apollo, what are they known for? Attack
Oh,
speed.
X.
Yeah. So Echovo, I think, is a genius first item here to go. Atalanta's obviously very, very popular amongst a lot of ADCs. Silver Branch, well, your Eternal Bug, you've already gone for 2 bows. You'd be as well completing it. Get the Silver Branch and the Wind Demon to top it off for more crits. Death's Embrace, obviously, that's a lot of self sustain. I like this build. It has the potential to do a lot, but right now, those crits are not doing that much damage unless he's got his attack speed buff.
Yeah, definitely. He's going into his hidden dagger now as well. Probably going to be a Deathbringer. It's a nice cozy item to round out the build and make sure he's doing as much damage with the crits as possible. Have a look. The XP difference as well between members of each team. You know, it's going to be hard for King Kai's only Fire Giant remaining
The
on
biggest
carries now.
the biggest difference I'm seeing right here is a 3 level difference between both supports, and that just means Spaced Out can start any objective they want, and Kinkais do not have the front lane presence to stop them.
Yeah, red, purple, blue. You know, if he's going to get in there and try and connect with his Whirlwind of Radiant Steel, you know, it's going to be so hard. He's going to get blown up easy. Goes in there, gets two actually, gets Manga and Slaking. Big Man Jesus, though, is doing so much in the backline with Liner. Red, purple, blue, very poked out here. As Plush Rush and Morton go down, slaking BMG. Ginger picks up red, purple, blue. Liner going on to Alfie. Meanwhile, Big Man Jesus and Ginger are chasing Saru. Looks like he might get out here. They go Diver Phoenix. They are good route there from Big Man Jesus. Ginger Archer picking up a kill. Really good. Now it looks like they're going for this left side Phoenix. Alfie gonna try and contest, but there's not really much he can do against 5. Very good fight there from Spaced Out. Brilliant team fight. 14-2. This game has just been a landslide. Looks like back camps are going to continue to be taken here. Oof.
Red Purple Blue tried to do he tried to engage there on that Gold Fury. He got a good ultimate, but on and all, I think the level deficit is what got him. That's well, we've just hit level 20 now, but in that team fight, all of the players in Spaced Out were level 19. The lowest of the carries, I think was also 19. I don't think any of them were 18. That
Yeah.
that was a bit rough of an engage to pick by Red Purple Blue. I liked it, but at the same time, I think he should have tried to escape a lot sooner. Just get the ultimate and leave.
Yeah. Also, don't know if you've seen the Scylla build, but they've opted for a Soul Gem, an item I really don't like on Scylla. Granted, she can get that magical power stacked up with her passive once she levels the abilities, but I think Scylla, she just needs another more damaging item to really benefit from that scaling on her abilities. I think a bit of flat pen would have been nice if she's going to connect with the carries, which you know is possible as a Scylla. The range on Iron Monster is pretty decent, and if they've got that set up with a red, purple, blue diamond the backline, I just feel like the Scylla's not doing enough damage. I would be interested to see the damage actually. Haven't really seen it this game. Yeah, I think that is the most telling image of this game, the player damage bar. I think they just don't have enough damage in their comp, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's gonna be rough to come back now at this point.
yeah, I
They
mean,
need Spaced Out need to throw or another good steal could maybe come, but
yeah, I think honestly, Saru
big man
has,
looking for something here.
yeah, Saru. I just think with their comp, like Bologna really doesn't have the damage. Osiris, if he's behind, really does nothing. Scylla needs that setup in most cases. You know, Fire Giant goes down. Like they can't really contest here, honestly. Minions going into the Titan Rune and Saru getting poked out. Saru goes down to Mystic Rush. Alfie being picked up there by Slaking and Whirlwind of Rage of Steel by Red, Purple, Blue. Morton fighting Ginger Archer here. just going to go down. Morton is way too far behind. Really good solo kill there by Ginger Archer, and it's just plush rush left now.
I think this is game.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
Alfie
too early,
died.
but no, yeah, they're just gonna ignore the right Phoenix. Lena and Slaking just going in for the Titan.
Yeah, I mean, in a big team fight like that, you really can't be dying with ults, and Scylla ult's still up. Really just doesn't do enough there, and game one is going to go to spaced out. They are looking scary good.
Spaced out, very definitely looking scary. That was what was that? 22 minutes? 24?
Yeah, 24 minutes, I believe. Two fire giants happened in that game as well, and that game, honestly, I think would have been over sooner if spaced out secured the fire giant.
Yeah, King Kai is really doing something. They had their plans, but all in all, it didn't work out. What do you
Yeah.
think they need to change for coming in for game one?
I honestly
Well, we don't have Matt anymore.
my
Um,
microphone cut out. My apologies. I do believe that they just need to draft a team with more confirmable damage. I mean, Scylla needs that setup, in my opinion. I think if Bologna and Osiris aren't ahead, like, what can they do? Honestly, I just feel like they die. Red, purple, blue kind of just fell behind, and Saru, I'm not gonna lie, Billy just kind of popped off. Like,
yeah,
not
Billy
much you could do.
Ginger Archer really showing that. Well, he is a great ADC at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely one of the top. He's up there. I think honestly, great performances throughout. But I actually feel like giving this one to Manga. So many huge cataclysms, like
Yeah,
so many
Manga
good
definitely
aggressive
pulling it
plays.
off.
Like he had so many good aggressive plays throughout that game. While meanwhile, just being able to peel back and help his carries. You know, I think
Likewise, Lena got ganked 3 or 4 times, but has not died once. Well, there's only been 2 deaths in the whole team. But likewise, I don't know. Great showing from all of them.
yeah, definitely. I'm super impressed. I'm just hoping Kinkai's can really adjust to just like a comp what can do more sort of on their own and just not completely capitulate if they fall behind. Like their team was a weird hot potch of, Bologna, this early pressure. Our Cyrus really good early. Really needs to be ahead, honestly. Apollo nowhere near as good as Chernobog late game.
Well,
And,
Osiris
Xinjiang.
level 1. I think right now, currently, no one can fight a level 1 Kukulin. Especially because by the time he arrives in lane, he just needs to use his ability once and he's going to start raging. So
Yeah, for sure.
currently one of the best level 1, level 2 warriors. Osiris needed that gank, more than knew it, but all Helena had to do was play it safe and fall back. So what I'd like to see is more than to stick around in mid lane for game 2 and help his Scylla, who also needs the early game help.
For sure. Anyways, I think we're gonna go to a quick break while we wait for game two to be started. Yeah, thank you all for watching game one. We'll be back very shortly. Hello again, GSL fans. I am Ket Monster once again, joined by Gordon with Device on the camera, and we're here for
Yo.
game 2 of King Kites vs Spaced Out. Um, so we're just gonna get straight into picks and bans here once it gets going. Anything different you're hoping to see for this game, Gordon?
Well, immediately, I know you guys aren't seeing the picks and bans, but immediately I'm seeing a Chernobog here, banned, number one ban from from Kinkai's, and yeah, I can't blame them. Ginger looked really, really strong in that pick. Likewise, Baba and Nemesis returning a little bit to the usual, but yeah, Chernobog ban. Do you think Chernobog is going to be a big difference, or
I mean, Ginger Archer was just able to rotate all over the place, took his lead from Duralane, and just rotated all over the maps, really shared the wealth.
yeah?
And honestly, I think they were a big key component to why they were winning. I'm not surprised that King Kai, sorry, took it off the table. Respect it. Really good target ban.
Yeah, indeed. And well, I'm hoping as well for well, a little bit more aggressive picks this time from Kinkai's. It seemed like they were picking around spaced out all of last picks and bans. Let's see if it's different this time, if they can choose their own style.
Yeah, one thing I would love to see as well is if Red Purple Blue, sorry, forgot his name. Red Purple Blue could really keep his support pick for later on. Just that ability to counter pick, I feel like really suits him. Jing Chen, one of them picks where I think he's much better used as a counter. And ultimately, I don't think he really impacted the game that much. He got a few good ultimates, but I think on a more specific counter pick, he could have put in a lot more work. Whether he wanted to take it away from Manga because they were going this auto attack comp, and Freya first pick. Wow.
Wow, that is I for lack of other words, that is ballsy. That is interesting. Where do you think this Freya is going to go, into ADC or mid lane?
I hope it's ADC. Honestly, I think Freya. We've seen it from Alyssa. If you're a good Freya, you can make Freya look like one of, if not the best ADC in the game. I think Freya is that good. If you don't punish a Freya, she will carry your game, and it's so hard to deal with. So much ability to get that ability to get out of the fight with her ultimate. It's so hard to deal with. The banish is incredible CC. Like, Freya has so much going for her apart from her early game. And slaking on Ulla, I believe this could go either way, honestly. Slaking has played Ulla in mid before.
Could be for the ADC, but could be for
Yeah,
himself.
Ginger has been preferring this Ulla as of late. Slaking also likes Viola, and if he's looking to win mid, he will do it on this pick. He has been the best Ulla I've seen in this league, by far. And it's good because the second best Ulla in the league is also on your team.
Yeah,
It's
no, I was going to say better even than his own ADC's Uller, and well, yeah. And Emir here from Manga. Ooh, that is a beautiful pick. Personally, I have been enjoying Emir lately, and I think Emir is very good into a Freya.
very good into Freya. Personally, I would have liked the Ymir a bit later. I think Ymir's in a similar fashion to Xing Chen. One of them picks where you feel better about picking it later. I think support as a role at the minute, you're wanting to pick the supports later. There's not really
Yeah.
a sort of clear standout support. I think if you can get a lovely counter pick support, it's really good and it can honestly shift comps.
Yeah, the Emir could definitely have been held, and likewise now Red Purple Blue has all the options to counter, and at the same time they've lost that Kukulin pick that did so well for Liner in game one to Alfie, who we've also seen playing a good Kukulin.
Yeah, Alfie's Cullen has looked very, very good. We're seeing Atlas lock. Interesting. I haven't seen an Atlas in, not a lock, a hover, but Terror. Terror is. Haven't seen much Terror either, honestly, and I don't mind it into the Ymir personally.
I think it can go either way. Um, for both of these, Terra and Emia, they both bring their own things to the table. I like that red, purple, blue hasn't exactly looked to counter the Emia pick, but more to he's decided on a pick that he can choose what he's going to be doing as well.
Yeah, definitely. We see Cleo locked in on the other side. A pick was so hard to deal with. You know, the ability to go in walls and deal damage whilst you are invulnerable to enemy damage. It's
A
such
Cleo,
a
but
broken.
I can only hope this Cleo is for jungle because that is a pick I would not want into Kukulin.
No, Kukulkan can
As someone who used to play a lot of solo lane, I would not enjoy playing Cleo against Kukulin.
Yeah, Kukulkan kind of just runs circles around Cleo, just able to just bully her. Really, Cleo doesn't have the damage and the stats compared to Kukulkan.
Well, most
Make a deal.
importantly, Cleo. A lot of Cleos depend on that soul leader building it first item. Kukulin already has 50% anti heal on his one. I know it's not a game changer, but it is very, very impactful, especially in the 1v1 fight.
Yeah, and another thing with Cleo pick, if it was to go to solo, I think Cleo's one of them gods where you kind of need TP to get that early Soul Eater online, and it beats late game with the lack of CC immunity in a kit. And honestly, a cursed Onk into their team would be disgusting, as it is a confirmed Ulla mid.
Yes, we
So
confirm Ullr mid, Rama ADC. That is yeah,
Slaking is
I like
feeling
Rama.
himself this
I like
game.
Rama a lot into Terra and Freya.
Be interesting.
Definitely a safe ADC.
Be interesting to see what picks here. Now, I actually think this Cleo maybe could go solo and we see a magical jungle. You know, a magical jungle, I actually would like it. Ooh, Yu Huang pick. Oh, covered it. If this
Yuhuang
is a Yu,
covered and rented, mind you, but yeah.
if this is a Yu Huang, I really do not like this into the Ymir and the Yola. He's trying to get it.
He does not know how to rent a god. I think they
Waiting.
timed out.
I love waiting in my Smite games. Let's
I think they
go.
timed out because he could not rent it in time. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, we. Sorry. Oh dear. The other pick was Starji, who got into Ulla. Trying to think what else I had. I think it were decent into the Clio as well, but
Draji definitely a great pick into Cleo, I believe. No matter if that Cleo is going into solo lane or jungle, Draji's great, I believe. No
yeah, I
CC
agree.
immune ultimate from Cleo is really gonna put her into a tough spot.
Yeah, we're just gonna try and spectate and get back into the game now. Hopefully, shouldn't be too long. Lovely.
Um, Likewise, into that duo lane, Freya and Terra against Emir Ram. What do you think will happen there? I believe the Emir Ram has definitely got a much better early game.
Yeah, Ram's astral arrows just allow the wave to be cleared rather quickly through the early game, and Yume's frostbite passive. Just that ability to do, is it double damage on the autos? I can't remember the number whether it's double damage on the auto attacks, but their fight early game is going to be absolutely ridiculous. It's going to be so hard to deal with. Ram Ram that pressure and just
Yeah,
Ymir's ability to bully, and Terra's level 1 2 might honestly be one of the worst level 1 2s in the game.
yeah. Well, Terra. Well, I wouldn't use the 2-1 to clear. I personally enjoy using a free one a lot more because you're going to be maxing that anyway
Yeah.
for the extra healing.
I
So,
mainly meant her level 1 and 2.
oh,
Kind of
oh,
terrible.
yeah, no, level 1 and 2 are awful because if you don't start with the second ability, that um, crushing stones, crushing earth. Sorry, if you don't get crushing earth at level 1 to wave clear, you're falling far behind, and likewise, then you won't have your 3-1 combo with the root until level 3, which I think is how she's going to lose drastically against that Emir, who's already going to have his CC at level 2.
Yeah, for sure. Um, God, they're taking their time. Oh dear. Be interesting to see. I'm trying to remember what they needed. It was either a solo laner or a jungler, where they go magical jungler. I'm trying to think what's on the cards here. Baron Samdi, by the way, not banned or picked or anything. Be interesting to see if Liner picks that. That could be kind of
Baron is an okay pick into the Daji, but I've never been
rough
a
into
big fan.
Kukulin.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Baron into Kukulin. But likewise, we saw, wasn't it yesterday when we saw a Kukulin completely beat a Baron?
Was it yesterday? Is that what Hunter played into? Can't remember what he
Or
played in.
sorry, vice versa. It was Baron beating a Kukulin.
I thought Hunter played Kukulin both games from memory.
No, it was not in the
Oh,
Benetton.
was it not in our set?
No, it was one of the other sets. Oh, the game is back, and we see
Oh yeah, it was tier into I'll know that. I'm pretty sure.
the teams have agreed to go into blind pick because all they were missing was either a solo laner or a jungler from
Yeah,
missed
they're
out.
I think they're actually thinking Liner and Big Man
They're
where
still thinking about it. Big Man
Leo.
Jesus and Lena have not locked in, so they're deciding who's taking what. That Cleo
Honest,
was a flex pick.
honestly, I think it kind of needs to go to Liner, or else I think that they kind of lack magical damage. Unless she opts towards the Baron, which she could do. She's going to opt for the Kleedner. That is a uphill battle she is choosing to take. But I respect it. I think Liner can definitely do it. And Gilgamesh, yeesh, for physical comp,
I am, yeah, not only for physicals, but the only magical damage is the Emir.
not a fan of
I
that.
do not like this at all.
No, I
Especially because we already know Kukulin is going to be starting with Sov. Terra could perfectly start with a dumber Sov. There's nothing stopping them from having two Sovs. Not that they're going to stack, but having a bigger radius just means better teamfight possibilities.
yeah, I agree for sure. Yeah, I don't really understand this. I feel like there's picks what could have, you know, BMJ, maybe a Hebo would have been spicy. Hebo could have been nice. Trying to think what else. Bracken, not really the best actually with the Daji. Um, I don't know. There were definitely options. I think Linux maybe could have opted towards magical solo. The Cthulhu could have been pretty nice. Into that backline. Can't really get away from it without ulting. One thing I would say about the Kinkai's backline is that they both have this double self banish, which that's going to
Self
be hard
banish.
to deal with.
One
Uh,
has a self banish, the other has a complete banish.
well, yeah,
But yeah,
but
that
Freya
is
takes herself out of the fight as well.
with her ultimate. But yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be rough for Spaced Out to engage on, especially with Gilgamesh, who, well, the moment he jumps in, he gets banished, and then Daji uses a Pao Lao, and he's got no CC immunity. So
Yeah,
yeah, this is
Big Man Jesus picking the Gilgamesh into the Darji as well. I just feel like I don't know. I really don't like this spaced out draft. They're gonna have to play out of their minds, in my opinion, to really pull through here. Um, yeah, I'm just not too keen on it. I like I like the sort of dive comp they're going for, and I get that Gilgamesh is sort of a strong front line you need. Strong like AoE front line to make up for having the cleaner solo. Like, I think a few patches ago I would have liked this Gilgamesh clear front line, but I just think Gilgamesh as a god sort of fallen out the meta. I think Slaking probably ought to have gone a magical if they were wanting to do this. The only thing I'm really keen on is their dual lane. I like the Ram. I like the Ram Ymir's
I
pressure.
like the Rami Mir a lot, but
Ram really helps out with the sort of dive they're going for.
I, I like Rami Mir, but I do not know how Uller will fare into Yu Huang. Yu Huang being a new god and all, but I get the feeling that self banish is very strong against an Uller. Like, you can't stun someone who's just got a self banish on instant cast. And likewise, solo lane, as I previously mentioned, Cleo into Kukulin is very, very rough.
Yeah.
Lina is going to have to sweat to not die, especially because
We get into game 2 here. Be interested to see what Morton opts for, whether they go, he goes Bumbers or Eye of the Jungle. I think both work on Darji, honestly. And I actually would really like the Eye of the Jungle here. The natural physical defense of the upgrades go. If you get like a hybrid item on Darji, or maybe just an outright physical defense item, it's going to be so hard to kill this Darji. She's going to be so tanky. I think
yeah,
one thing they could do to make up for it is if Slaking goes for this sort of Bumbers Ulla build that I know is possible with the AA cancels, and true damage is pretty nice. And Big Man Jesus, I assume, is going to go a.
see Slaking
He's
immediately
going for it,
building
I think.
into tier 2 of trans.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for it, you know? And I think it's what he needs, that true damage, you know? Sort of what they need, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
building into tier 2 trans, get the stacks on lane as fast as possible. As I said, I think that's a double solve coming out from Kukulin and Terra. Likewise, I'm seeing, well, Sands of Time from Yu Huang. I like that item on that character. The self banish obviously going to be very strong. The more often he has it, the more often he has that self banish, the more often, well, he can play as aggressive as he wants.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I don't like actually is this Freya going conduit gem. Not a fan
Yeah,
of that.
it's dealing +2 bonus true damage per minion, but I'm not sure if that applies. Uh, does that apply with every auto attack once he's self buffed?
No, because it procs on abilities, and I
So
think
it only
Freya's.
procs on the first auto attack.
I don't even think it procs, honestly, because I don't think like Freya's autos don't proc Soul Gem. I don't think from memory, which is like sort of an
I'm
ability
hoping
apply.
this person has tested this build in jungle practice.
Yeah, I think we should be able to see the numbers on the camps actually. No, it doesn't. Yeah,
Does not, does
that's
it?
no. That is that's not the play.
Yeah,
Um.
that is a complete wasted item, I believe.
Oh no, it is applying.
It is applying? Huh.
I can't tell whether that was. I'm not sure. I can't. Oh, did it apply there?
The starter item is okay. Please forgive us. We do not know how the new starter items work, even though it's
Yeah,
already been what? How long?
this
2 weeks
20
since
that
the change? 3 weeks?
that bonus 24. I can't tell whether that was the conduit or the Freya thing. Chat, help us out.
Yeah, chat.
We are
Please,
lost,
someone in the
chat.
chat, explain to us. Is Conduit Gem applying with every one of Freya's auto attacks? Also, great route from Red, Purple, Blue here. Ginger's in trouble.
Yeah, early gank by Morton. He loves them, but they're all collapsing onto him. Morton go, oh,
So
good.
four players over in yeah, 4 players from Spaced Out over in dual lane getting the early first blood.
Well, when anyone ever asks what a cringe gank is,
Meanwhile, Yu Huang already with a level lead on Ullr.
yeah, if they ever
Mm,
ask what a cringe gank is and how it can go wrong, I think that'll be the textbook definition. Um, I think Slaking they might not have needed to rotate. Honestly, I mean, it were really good banisher from Freya, but to keep Morton alive for a bit longer. But I don't know. I don't know whether that will end up being worth it. I mean, only 400 gold. It's probably not the end of the world. Slaking is falling 2 levels or 1 level behind now. And I think Slaking, he's a top mid laner. I think he knows how to deal with these situations. He knows his macro is very good. I assume his 1v1s on Ullr will be very good. Like, I'm confident in how he'll catch up. I think, honestly, it'll be worth it for actually and shutting Morton down early is a very good thing. Morton is sort of known for his early game aggression, his early game ganks. He likes making an impact early while trying to have that hyper carry style late game, and I think honestly this limits how impactful he can now be early game.
yeah, definitely. You can already see 1 level difference. The gold difference should be about 300, 400 in Big Man's favor. Even though he's, well, 200.
Oh, what a freeze there from Manga. Incredible stuff there. I also like the little optimization he made with the Ymir walls, blocking the Freya autos, just, you know, the timer that Freya has on her autos, it's sort of just delaying that and her ability to clear. I actually really like that little micro play there from Manga. Really clever.
Okay, I'm starting to think that Conduit Gem is blocking every single one of Freya's autos. Alfie
Oh,
getting a solo kill. And meanwhile, Ginger and Manga falling here.
whoa,
Almost. I just
almost.
jinxed it.
Yeah, this is not what you wanted to see from the Ymir and Ram lane into a Freya tower.
Yeah,
It's, not
they
how
were
you'd
supposed
expect
to
it to go.
get the whole pressure there for free, but well,
Yeah, I'm slightly confused.
well,
I'm
we've got the kill. We got the. It was Ginger himself who got first blood, so just play it safe. Don't lose that lead. I think it's
yeah.
a more in that sense than looking to aggress at all times.
Mid camps go down there. Um,
Daji looks to be engaging on Ullr in mid or just sharing mid wave. Daji has used ultimate in mid lane. Ullr
interesting.
just but Slaking just jumped away, and I don't know if that was he didn't even use beads. Yeah, I don't know what Morden was thinking. He'd been in mid lane for a while. I was watching him on the minimap.
Yeah, just a bit of an impatient play there from Morton, in my opinion.
Flush
Yeah,
rush, just out of position, losing not having wards around left side of the map has caused Big Man to just walk up there and Winds of Shamash, slow him and secure the kill, which I think Slaking might have gotten anyway.
yeah. Saru ult forced out there. Ram going into the skies. Can he connect the snipes? Doesn't connect any Ginger Archer. Very uncharacteristic of him. Normally quite good on the Ram snipes when he's playback guy. You know, might be a bit rusty. It happens to the best of us. Some
Uh,
people miss on bat ult sometimes. It's okay.
I like to think that Manga was just giving Big Man a hug right now back then as he accompanied not Big Man, sorry, Red Purple Blue towards Red Purple Blue's on green buff. Maybe a bit
Yeah, they
BM, but
they do say supports are the most wholesome players. Ult there, the ult from Yu Huang there, not connecting onto Slaking. Slaking
I
kind of getting pressured out
don't
this game.
even know why that ultimate was used.
Yeah,
Slaking was low, but I don't think he was close for anything.
I'm kind of getting the
Manga
sense.
here in trouble, but Morin
Yeah.
doesn't have that ultimate yet. If he had saved the Pao Lao,
Ooh,
if he had only saved the Pao Lao, we could have maybe gotten Manga here.
Yeah, a bit of a panic beads on Manga there, honestly. And you know, I'm kind of getting the sense that Kinkai's a bit impatient, a bit frustrated with some of the plays they're going for, like the ults from Morton and Push Rush. It's really uncharacteristic of them, honestly, going for this invade, and you know, they could really look to punish us. Manga is poked out, but
Manga. A
um,
brilliant ultimate from Manga to avoid getting pulled, but
Red, Purple, Blue gets a kill there. Slaking gets a return kill onto Push Rush. Alfie picking up Slaking. It actually looks like it's going in the favor of Kinkai's. Lino
Alfie going
really
crazy. He
low
could be
here.
lining up to get a triple kill here as he's chasing down Lina. Rip comes out from Terra, but yeah, great damage from Alfie.
Yeah, really good. Alfie really putting in God's work. Number one solo laner. 4-0 in 7 minutes. God,
I
I am blessed to be on a team with this man.
I told you I would not want Cleo into Viscacullen, and I'm wondering who was it but decided that because you could see in picks and bans, Lena was she seemed very undecisive as if she wanted it, but yeah,
Yeah, it looks like Billy's gonna go down here now as well. Oh,
no,
manages to roll away.
Saru played
Beats
that
you.
way too safe. Oh no, wait, no, not safe. Sorry, Ginger dashing towards the enemy jungle and running away to safety.
And goes for the invade. Wow. Red, purple, blue here. Ooh, bit too. Probably used the wall clap there a bit too fast. Should have just been a bit more patient with that, honestly. And I don't get where is Big Man Jesus? Not really.
Well, taking mid hub is why it doesn't need to rotate over. It's just a Terra.
Oh,
I mean, if
I'm
Terra
tripping off.
manages to steal a purple
Yeah,
buff alone from an Emir and a Lula, like, guys, come on, you're doing something wrong.
yeah, yeah. I'm tripping, man. I honestly thought that they were invading, but I didn't
Oh,
realize they
you thought we were
were
on
going
a...
uh, to see it. Yeah, Alfie is kind of messy. I think this game, you know, I'm really hoping Alfie can just translate his lead and just share the wealth across all the lanes. Manga just global
Using a
emote.
global emote. He didn't
God,
want to walk into the Terra stun, so yeah, just...
supports are the best. Bring Jesus. Engaging onto Morton. I'm gonna blink in. Nice drop kick away.
He held that dropkick. He knew what would have happened if he'd used it too soon. And yeah,
Yeah.
Morin, I think, was just hoping he would waste it.
Winds of
Winds of
Smash
Smash, yeah.
come out there.
Power love from Daji. Manga gonna get pulled, but no. Brilliant ultimate from Manga to stay alive. Slaking getting picked off though.
Yeah, Ginger Archer goes into the air, able to pick up Plush Rush. That's a good return kill. Liner comes across the Screech onto Morton. Ginger Archer manages to get out. Liner just looks like they're all going to disengage now. Morton is going towards the blue buff, will be able to invade it. Alfie coming back across as well, has transformed. Looks like they're going back in actually. Liner, no, just go back out. Okay. Yeah, I love this improvement from Kinkai's, getting Alfie on more just confirmable pressure with the calling. I just don't like the
Uh,
spaced out draft. I just don't.
I don't. I just don't understand still, be clear. Like, Kukulin is such a strong pick at the moment, but I don't think that he's ban worthy at all, especially because, well, he's got so many counters.
Yeah, both obelisks powered. It said both were powered at the same time. I think they must have fixed that bug then, because I know in one of our scrims you used to be able to get both at the same time. We got both at the same time once, but looks like they fixed it. But yeah, I just think I'm not sure as to why Ginger Archer couldn't opt for like an Oleron maybe. Granted they had a Daji, would have made the Daji picking better, but you know Sol could have been good as well. I just think if they really wanted to play this all mid, you know, they really had to compensate with other magical damage in other areas. I don't think Snow King's really doing enough to warrant this Ulla pick, and the lack of magical damage. Like he's gonna get beads forced out here. Big Man Jesus coming in, gets a drop kick onto two. I think Morton beats. Wins of smash, drops. Looks like we're not going to be able to pick anything up here.
Yeah, modern Daji did use beads.
Yeah, Morton just going to farm out his back camps here.
That is one ultimate used from each team and one set of beads as well.
Yeah, Big Man Jesus rotating towards Saru here. Gonna be spotted out by the minions. Freya ultimate is up.
Beads
Beats
used.
used. Beats used there from Big Man Jesus. Probably shouldn't have beads. I think Freya just escapes there either
Yeah.
way. Um,
Valkyrie's discretion forced out from Freya, but wow. Now she's just gonna farm on the tower for the next 60 seconds. And wait, Ginger
Ginger
comes back
Archer
in.
rolls in. He's going for it. Got the ult. Can he connect with the snipes? Hits one. Hits two. Ginger Archer is massive right now. That is a huge kill to pick up.
That is
Meanwhile, though, Pyromancer.
amazing. But
Yeah.
Saru just stepped back out of tower way too early. He should have waited on those minions.
Yeah, King Kai's gonna go for Pyromancer. Liner in the wall here. Can she steal it? No. Unfortunate there from Liner. Morton very poked out though from that. I think Liner at the minute really not doing that enough damage. I
Spaced
think.
out, starting off the
Oh, this is
rotary. That's
that's
big.
really good.
That's
What a
big.
good.
That's a big XP swing to both sides in just a second. Fight starting out in mid lane.
Yeah, look at the gold difference. It's really evened out by just good macro by Spaced Out. Really good stuff.
Yeah, that was incredible. The fact that well, we saw the fire giant was, I mean, pyromancer was being started got up. They didn't think about it. They didn't hesitate. Just straight on to gold theory. That was a good call.
Really good call.
Faking jumping in.
Yeah, the Hugh Huang ultimate used Daji coming in. I think Slaking's gonna go down here. He's out of mana in the mid lane, just over aggressive.
I
Very uncharacteristic of Slaking.
Manga getting caught. He still has he had beads up. That is why I love beads on supports.
Oh, Plush Rush gonna go down. Good rotation there by Liner. Alfie is late, which you are not wanting when you've got a lead. Good return kill onto Big Man Jesus, so Manga low. Liner's gonna be able to get out. And Ginger Archer dashed in the back line. That was a really risky play, but he gets away with it. Um, yeah, I think that's super rough. One thing you do not like to see as well is that Morton is the same level as his support. Just got to level 12 now, to be fair, but that is not what you're wanting on Daji. Not at all.
Well, to be fair, big man only
Yeah,
also
he's level
has
11
one
as
level.
well.
Mhm. He's even lower level than red purple. Well, he's the same level as red purple blue as well. So
Slaking, though, has managed to overtake Plush Rush. Um, after having an early deficit as well. I think, again, as we were saying, granted, I don't think he's playing the best. I think he's been a bit over aggressive, but his macro game has been impeccable, to be fair to him.
I think you can definitely notice the lack though of presence from solo lane and jungle and spaced outside this game. Game one, Lena had gone so big as well as big man. But game two, they're falling a bit behind their own team.
Yeah, for sure. I think Alfie is just Alfie and Red, Purple, Blue, the two people you sort of expect more of. They've really gone above and beyond this game. Daji ultimate coming through, slaking beads used. I think did Morton blink there? Yeah, he's blinked down. Blink and ult for I think one set of beads.
That is, yeah. We
Could
could
have
have
got
gotten a
more,
little bit
honestly.
more. Yeah, we could have got the emu. Emu bids were also down. Oh, but he used his ultimate in response. So
Yeah, I'm really sort of confused by some of Morton's parallel use. I'm really very uncharacteristic, honestly. I don't think he's really been hitting enough.
well, I wouldn't
Make-
go say it's more so on moderns having bad uses of them. It's more he doesn't have his team around him to utilize him at good moments. Whenever he has pulled, well, I don't think he has pulled anyone, has he?
No, I haven't seen a single person pulled, honestly. And, with what, three CC immune or three non CC immune characters, that's really not what you're wanting. You've got to, with Darji, she's one of them characters, you've got to focus someone. You've got to make sure they don't have their beads.
And
And
at the
you
same
just
time,
give it back
your
to them.
team needs to be there to follow it up.
Yeah.
And
But
I have not been seeing a lot of great follow up
I
from
think
First
it's
Rush.
a mix of both, honestly. You need to be hitting them pulls, burning the beads a bit more, and his team just need to be following up behind him. I feel like this game shouldn't be in Spaced Out's favor
A
at all.
great stun
Goes
from
for
Red, Purple,
yeah,
Blue.
slaking low. Looks like he's gonna go down, and that's what
Yeah,
Morton was
Slaking got
thinking.
pulled this time. Yeah, and Modern really needed that. Well played.
BMJ
Great
not
stun
coming.
from RPB.
Yeah, Morton dashing in there. Ginger Archer coming across. Probably not going to be able to. Going for the snipes. Hits one, hits two, doesn't hit the third. Big Man Jesus going in, getting the kill onto Morton. Does go down mode, and just Liner and Ginger Archer left in mid lane. See if they can get out. Liner just escapes through a wall, leaves her ADC on an island. He's managed to get out there. Gold Fury coming up, and King Kai's is going over towards it. Really good fight there by
I
King Kai's.
I was about to ask why is Lina not staying around to help her ADC, but I've just noticed her own build. Yeah, of course you're not going to stick around to help. That's not. I don't think that's a solo lane build.
No, I don't think so at all.
Yes, you've got the damage and you've got the anti-heal, but well, that's yeah, that's rough. You need to be able to frontline a little bit. And the enemy team already has anti-heal themselves. Kukulin, every time he hits you with his one, having brawlers, he's going to apply 90% of anti-heal. Soul Eater is useless at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
You definitely need the protections.
I mean, Liner is gonna interested to see Liner's relics here. Yeah, she's gone Blink Beads. They've got no Ankh against what Terra, Freya. Terra ult is so easy to just Ankh out and get the Ankh value with that constant like ticks of healing that it gives away. I think a lack of Ankh could really prove fatal Spaced Out.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a little bit of a different build than the usual, a cleaner build coming from Lina. Maybe starting with a Glad Shield. I know someone might hate me for saying this, but you don't always have to build lifesteal on a character whose kit has lifesteal in it. And well, see Morden engaging again.
Yeah, just optimizing his damage. And Morton overcommitting a bit. Oh, might get out
Might
here
get
though.
out.
Ram snipes coming through. Hits one, hits two. Ginger is now hitting these snipes, and it's coming in huge for Spaced Out. 4v5 now. Slaking poked out in mid. Can't really get much here. Both objectives down. If they could kill more, maybe Fire Giant on the cards. Alfie's going huge though, zoning 3. Can't really get that engaged. Has got the ultimate up. Ultimate's still all up on the side of King Kai, so definitely they should look. They could look to fight. Slaking out of mana as well somehow with a Transcendence. Constantly seems to be out of mana. Don't know how that's happening, honestly.
I've been seeing him use his abilities a lot, and I can't say he's landed all of them so far.
No, definitely not the sort of level we've seen him at on the Yolo in past games. But yeah, hopefully he can come online once this Bumber's Hammer late game build gets online. Kind of needs it.
He's already at 40% cooldown, so I'll be interesting to see what he builds in those two final item slots.
Yeah, ooh, yeah. God, what's he?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm confused now.
yeah, granted that's an alright build for Anula, but
If he's
mm,
gonna go Bumber's Hammer though, like what? Does he sell the Jotuns?
yeah, he'll well. Hmm. He doesn't
I,
have to. You don't need to be afraid of overcapping cooldown, but I just wouldn't have. Yeah, I would have skipped the Jordans.
yeah, I agree. Lino's caught up in with Alfie in levels, has that Heartseeker online now, which is going to come in huge in team fights. Flush Rush and Red, Purple, Blue just farming up. Slaking now with a 2-level lead. Not the best performance, but again, his farming has been exceptional, honestly. I think Big Man Jesus as well, quite a unselfish jungler. Really allows Slaking to just farm up, get that farm. Allows his carries to just completely just pop off, I think. This
Speaking of
set.
unselfish jungler, he's gone into an Empress armor, which I think I love on a pick like Gilgamesh. It allows him
Yeah.
to dive towers for, well, practically 50% as long. And ooh, Batman almost landing the drop kick on Saru, but Saru with a, well, forced to use the ultimate to stay alive.
Fire Giant started up now. Just looks like they're gonna bait people in. Ginger Archer being poked out. Good dropkick there onto Saru. Saru looks like he's
Saru,
gonna go down. Aegis dropped.
he just did the same as last time. He got away safely, and then just as he'd just been ganked, he knew the jungler was still there.
Oh my goodness, Liner got blown up there. Morton very lucky to get out alive. Liner, that's rough. They're taking this 3v4, and you know, it's not really working out. Alfie chasing Snowy. Snowy out of mana again. And Alfie's just going to be able to pick up that kill. God, he's having huge mana issues, even with Hydras and a trans. Yeah, God.
Yeah, no, I don't know how you can. Yeah, I don't understand how you can be out of mana constantly with those two items. Manga getting caught here again, but I hope he falls back and gives up on the tier 1. 23 minutes into the game. Mister, please.
Good drop kick there onto Alfie, but just not enough of spaced out around for him to really do anything. Spaced out still have a lead though. Again, this is just down to their exceptional macro. I mean, farming can just win you games, and this team is so good at high farming. Morton goes on to Ginger Archer. Ginger Archer a bit out of position. Good
Maybe
cripple
not,
out there
but
to stop the. Oh my goodness!
Winter Shamash and Astral Barrage being used here. This could be big.
That was incredible by Billy there to stop the
This
teleport, the Daji teleport. That was
they could potentially
insane.
look for a Fire Giant here if they get these kills. Huang responded with dueling dragons and keeping themselves a little bit of fuel for the team. But yeah, this could be a Fire Giant for Spaced Out here.
That was absolutely massive there, spaced
Big.
out.
That was big. Morin is trying to make things happen, but he's trying to do it all on him, all by himself. This is not good team play. I am sorry to say it, but
Yeah, I don't know. This is
red, purple, blue here now, trying to force Spaced Out off the Fire Giant, but
Liner in the
drop.
walls. Red, purple, blue dashes down, drops the ultimate. Big Man Jesus, bit deep there, getting poked out. Good knock up there by Alfie, and yeah. Snowy pull there, Slaking goes down. Liner looks like she's gonna fall soon as well. Manga very poked out. Yeah, goes down. Billy and Liner just need to get out. Bit of lazy back there from Liner. Very uncharacteristic. Alfie being able to pick up that kill. 7-0-6 now is Alfie on the Cullen. Absolutely putting in huge work for his team. Billy are way too early on the snipes, and it's going to go down to Alfie by the looks of it. Yeah, just a bit impatient there from Billy. In fact, Billy's doing a lot of damage to Alfie. Alfie really needs to get his cooldowns up. Morton going in. Morton picks up a kill onto Ginger Archer.
Ginger should have ran so much more. He should have known that was a bait. But, well, all in all, I think he got too cocky, thinking, oh, I can kill this Kukulin. Well, it wasn't a Kukulin who was wanting to kill you. And likewise, back there, they should have had that Fire Giant. That was pretty much a free Fire Giant for Spaced Out, but they just allowed King Ties to collapse on them.
Yeah, for sure. That's
Big
a
fight breaking out.
Oh my god, Saru is so low. Anyone able to pick up a kill? This gets out. Oh, you hate to see it. Big Man Jesus just too low to chase. Alfie quite poked out here. Trebuchet gonna hit onto Phoenix. Not really doing the most. Liner chasing Morton. Probably safe here, honestly, though. Yeah, just unable to get that Phoenix there. Really unfortunate. Not being able to pick up Saru there.
Yeah, I think King Kai should really be looking to continuing these team fights grouped up. Now that we're all almost at level 20, pick up a few camps along the way, get Yu Huang and Terra up along as you can. But right now, the priority should be sticking together and team fighting together. You see, Spaced Out are already starting a Gold Fury. They have not. Yeah, we take it. They
Yeah,
have been on point with these. Oh, you guys take Pyromancer? Okay, we'll take Gold Fury. Oh, you guys just did Fire Giant. You've chased us up to Phoenix. You're forced to back off. Gold Fury immediately. Don't even think about it. Start that Gold Fury, which is what we should have done with that Fire Giant. They tried to, but I think they started it either a little bit late or the zoning just wasn't. Well, you have a cleaner who cannot build protections. He's now going to have to go into Mantle of Discord because I think Spirit will be still out of the game. So that's going to. She's going to take at least 15 minutes to be able to have some protections ready.
yeah, for sure. Alfie just zoning out into mid. Probably a few more minutes still left on Fire Giant. Only waves pushing down there, so he can't really do much. Yeah, just
Thinking here, seeing as well, Big Man's build a little bit. It's going to be more on Liner playing like a jungler and Big Man being a bit of a front lane next to Manga, at least. At least with the builds and the gods they're using, it makes more sense.
yeah, for sure. Tier 2 Siege looking to happen. Morton Blink Engage gets kind of poked out before he goes into the air. Red, purple, blue, very low. Might go down here. Side of what's it called? Space Out just don't seem to take any damage. Ginger Archer is low. Big Man Jesus bursted. My goodness, Alfie doing so much damage. Does go down though. That's a huge shutdown there for Liner. 1-for-1. It looks like
One for
really.
one, the only ultimate left is on Freya. Something big could still happen for Kinkais if Spaced Out were to misplay.
Yeah, for sure. Um, that's some huge poke actually. Assume
Manga
that was
looking
Snowy.
rough. Lena in the wall, having to run away now.
Still hovering around this area. Red, purple, blue dashes in. Just Manga and Liner nowhere near close enough to really do anything. Ultimate's coming back up now. Good luck to engage again here soon. Beads down on Snowy. Still up on BMJ Liner. Ginger Archer's beads also up. I think really should be looking to try and pull Snowy, if anyone. Getting him out of the fight would be absolutely massive.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, Sleeking is really popping out with damage numbers along with Ginger with those ultimates. As long as they stay alive, yeah, it's quite easy for Spaced Out to defend, and Kinkais have to really think about what they're doing. You can see them gripping up for Fire Giant here. Alfie's already looking to zone out Big Man and Liner.
Yeah, for sure. Starting up the Pyromancer now. Plush Rush is on his way on the Yu Huang.
Has to be a
Going down
bait.
slowly.
This has to, yeah, it was a bait.
It was a bait. Snowy and Billy are just a bit too far away. Slicking so Ginger Archer and Pyro goes down for the side of King Spaced Out actually. Good secure there from Spaced Out. Big Man Jesus coming around back. Both Sour and Red, Purple, Blue are poked out. They honestly could look to engage this. Morton blink in, blink ultimate. Gets pulls two. Yu Huangul doesn't really connect to many of them. Alfie leaping in. Big Man Jesus coming around the back, drop kicks onto Saru, Manga freezing out red, purple, blue. Big Man Jesus is low, but so is Saru. Saru goes into the air. Big Man Jesus looks like he's going to go down here. Rom into the sky. He hits two. Freya Aegis comes out, gets the third. Saru
Timing!
goes down. Manga just trying to peel for his teammate. Alfie picks up Manga there. Liner, Ginger, and Slaking all still relatively high HP compared to the
Kicks
enemy.
from red
Plush
RPB.
Rush getting poked out. Plush Rush goes down. Liner going on to red, purple, blue. Blink onto red, purple, blue. Picks up red, purple, blue. Really good stuff there from Liner. And the rest of Kinkai's too low to do anything. Could look towards the Fire Giant now. Liner can't really tank it with a build. But if, this share the Fire Damage, Fire Giant priority could maybe go down. But actually, bursting is so fast. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to be AFG for the side of
yeah,
Spaced Out. Really clean
this
team fight.
First thing I want to say, what an incredible ultimate from Ginger. He hit the first two hits of Astral Barrage and waited that third one. He timed that at Freya's Aegis beautifully and landed the third shot just as it expired. Likewise, I want to recognize RPB, Red Purple Blue. He was running around in circles, dodging everything, I think, for at least 15 seconds. Lena had to chase him down as well for another whole 5, 6 seconds. It's a shame he did end up going down. Had he survived and Lena chased him for longer, that might not have been a fire giant.
Yeah, for sure. I think, honestly, Ginger Archer is putting in God's work on this ROM. He is connecting with these snipes. Liner really starting to make a difference on this clear as well. And the Bombers damage is just coming in huge, honestly. I think, honestly, Kinkai's were just a bit too poked out initially for that fight. And it, really harmed them.
Saru gets picked off.
Oh, that is not what you want.
That is
Yeah,
unfortunate.
Snowy Slaking is doing Ulla things on Ulla, just killing people, 1v1ing them. It's so hard to 1v1 an Ulla. Interesting positioning on the corner of the wall there. I think he axed the wall. That wall, he really had it in for it, honestly.
Look, I think it insulted him, man. It's not just the man.
Absolutely. Trebuchet pushing down mid, but,
They
they're just
start looking to play it safe. Just take the towers. Definitely the smarter call. Ram still in left. Yu Huang with big amounts of damage. Not twin dragons. Slightly off.
Yeah, Phoenix slightly poked out here. Could still look to go in, still a 4v5. Morton just blinking ulting again. Beads out onto Snowy. And yeah, Slaking manages to pick up red, purple, blue. Plush Rush also low here. Could look to end the game here. Liner going on to Plush Rush. Not able to get the kill. Morton, Plush Rush, and Saru really need to put in work here, but it looks like two Phoenixes are going to go down. Might look for the end here. Alfie and red, purple, blue up in 45 seconds. Might just look to honestly sweep the last tower and the Phoenix. And the game, if they do that, the game's basically over.
Yeah, this is third Phoenix now. Look at the damage output onto that with 2 ADCs. Yeah, this is looking rough. BMG chasing down.
Yep, and Plush Rush, the leap is out. Unable to connect with dropkick is Big Man Jesus. But still got 13 seconds till the carries come up. They're looking for it. Whether they'll get it, not too sure personally. Manga dropping the wholesome global emote, as always. Morton Blinkle
Breaking.
might get Slaking here, yeah. Slaking's gonna go down. Eesh. That is unfortunate there for Morton. It's one thing I wanted to comment on how Morton's been playing with Darji. Um, Something I'm not overly keen on, or not that I understand. And Morton is just like blinking and then ulting. I'm not really a big
Yeah,
fan of that. I feel like with Darji, you can really just
I
blink,
mean,
auto, and then one, and then into the air, get way more damage off, wait for your cooldowns to reset, and then go into the air. and you'll still be relatively healthy. I don't really understand it from Morton. He's not really optimizing the amount of damage he can be doing.
Yeah,
And I feel like he's really misplaying it a bit, this Darji. He's getting some good pulls, but I think he's not really optimizing the amount of damage that he can bring on
yeah,
this pick. It's
I
really
have to
making a
agree.
difference.
I really have to agree. Like every single time he's tried to, well, he's been trying to force these engages without his team, and I think as a Daji, you really, really definitely need your team around you there. And that last, well, one of those last ultimates he used in the left Phoenix, he was completely alone when he blinked in. It did pay off 60 seconds later when he picked up Slaking alone, but
He can
yeah,
be
I
doing,
think he could be doing a lot more, especially because while you're in the air in Daji's ultimate, your team doesn't have to be waiting around you. Your team can be fighting,
yeah.
throwing abilities, casting abilities, being annoying, not waiting for you to land or not land, because that just gives the enemy just more time to reposition and wait for what's coming.
I honestly think he's just playing it a bit wrong. Like, I don't know if he's not confident on his pick or like what it is, but I just feel like he's not really utilizing one of Daji's strengths, which is ridiculous auto cancels. I
Oof.
haven't really been seeing him auto cancel at all,
Red
like
Purple
off
Blue here
blink
is going
engagement.
low. He's
Liner poking out plush rush there. Minions onto
forced to
Titan though.
retreat. Chin's
Looks
forced to
like,
retreat, and Space Tech could be looking for another EFG here.
yeah, for sure. Really setting themselves up for it. I want to say just big props for how spaced out been playing this game with a comp that I honestly think they should be losing on. Um,
EFG is
Liner,
dropped, and we get 2 kills.
yeah, Liner picks up Plush Rush, Ginger Archer picks up Morton. I honestly think that's game. Liner going on to Alfie here. Um, Good stun out by Red Purple Blue. Looks like Fire Giant's gonna go down. I just think they end this game now. They run it down the Phoenixes. Phoenixes are coming back up, but I think they can end it for. Unlucky there is Slaking. Connects with the one, leaps in. He's going for it. Oh, unlucky there, Slaking. Probably over aggressing a bit here. Not getting chased out though. Um, should have just gone to try and punish him there, honestly. And it looks like Titan is gonna go down. Red, purple, blue drop kick. Alfie trying to just do damage, but I just don't think they do enough. And that is 2-0 to Spaced Out. Really good set.
Uh, I want to say now that it's over, I've been sitting here in silence, waiting for 30 seconds until you actually said it was over. I think you've been having a little bit of lag, my friend.
I
Don't know if
have.
it's the same for the rest of the stream or just me.
It was over. It was
But
definitely over. But you know, it's
yeah,
never
that
over
was
till it's over.
an incredible shot. Ginger Archer, 8-1 and 6. 31,000 player damage. BMJ and Liner, 34 and 36. That was, yeah, an incredible show from them. Alfie, 9-2 and 9. I gotta say, Alfie also played this incredibly, but well, yeah, yeah, that was. I honestly thought King Kai's had it this game.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've just realized as well. Sorry, my Discord stream
the score
lagging.
is 2-0 now for Spaced Out.
Uh, no, no, it's fine. My stream was lagging, I
Yeah.
believe.
The score is 2-0, by the way, for Spaced Out.
Yeah,
That's it. That's a set.
technical issues. My stream was lagging. And but yeah, they 2-0. Let's have a look at some stats. Yeah, Lina top damage in the game. She turned it around massively. To be fair to her, hats off. The early game was super rough, but you know she really turned it around. I think my MVP for this game though has to be Ginger Archer. You know, rough few snipes at the start, but he picked it up and he was basically connecting every single one.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think, yeah. Also, hats off to both solo laners for placing 20 and 21 wards. I respect that a lot. Just gonna say.
Yeah, I do love a solo lane at wards.
Yeah, Lina
Especially my solo laner now. I've bullied him into warding.
Lina
So
really
it's
respected Modern on Vistaji, and you can see she had to play it safe, and she was smart about that. Meanwhile, Big Man just knew when to show up, where to show up. He got those constant ganks onto Saru, who I think he should have realized when the jungler has just ganked you, wait for a minute before you leave your tower lane. He's still there. He's not going to immediately teleport into the other side of the map. If you move out of tower lane, all he has to do is turn around and come back and gank you again.
Yeah, for sure. Just gonna see if we can get some interviews quickly with the MVPs. Would be nice to get their opinions.
Wait, who did we give MVP for game one?
I gave it Manga. I think you
Oh,
agree.
yes, agreed.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to give MVP for game two to Alfie.
Yeah.
Like that man really, really put up the numbers for the first half of the game, and I thought he was going to carry it. Oh, here they are.
You've
Yeah,
got
they are. That's one of them. That's one of them. I'll see. Ask if Snowy wants to as well, since
me,
Manga.
Will.
The man with the disgusting snipes.
Some of the dirtiest snipes I've ever seen.
I think the annoying thing is the dirtiest ones were the first three where I just completely
The
whiffed.
first three. I was saying it. I was
Yeah.
This
saying
was
it. It was
why-
rusty as hell.
It was. I haven't played Rama in like a month,
Yeah.
and then after that, it's like I turned it back into Marviews. It's the old nickname.
It was rough. Is Snowy getting in? Sorry.
I've added him. I don't know if he's going to come along.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, how do you feel?
Really good to be honest. We were really lackluster the other day against JBD. Like after game one, the mentals really went. And we just weren't there for it. We came back against another, good team. And I think we just capitalized on the fact that they're still playing around with the roster. We team fought really well. Game one, especially, they didn't really have a chance to do much of anything. We had the global presence, the rotations, and able to just kind of be there in fights quicker. And then game two, a little bit jankier. Fair play, they came out of the blocks really quickly. Some of the rotations into our jungle, the Kukullan and Darji really putting some pressure in, but I mean the Freya just kind of favoured us because you want to get it to late game, but we had a comp that can kind of just burn it and isolate it. It was nice to just isolate the hyper carry and just prevent it doing anything.
Elder,
Wow,
are you
you guys
quickly
must
able
have
to
made
move
it
Snowy? Sorry. He's in Captain VC. Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
We got him.
We got him. Viola Goat.
Snowy, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
Oh
was-
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a bit of an ego from game one, and then kind of
And
the
then
picks gave me a bit of a reality check. So
proceeded to jump into the enemy tower lane, miss all your roller abilities, and then
I must have hit.
I saw
about
that one. I
30%
saw
of
that one.
maxes. Yeah, it was a rough one.
It's fine though,
But
because
hey,
once
other
you
than that, like 34k damage, that's still impressive.
get bombers on my characters, there's just no
Yeah.
losing.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, I was just kind of lucky that my team diffed them.
True.
Yeah, but well,
Didn't
game
have to worry
one,
about my performance. But yeah.
game one, your performance was definitely impressive. Like that Morgan was, yeah.
Yeah,
No
well,
comment.
it was again. It's just like we're just really good at communicating. I think obviously what you don't see. So game two, I think we struggled. We were a bit on different pages to start with, but sorted
Okay,
ourselves out in the end.
I have to ask, whose idea was it to pick Cleo?
Kind of,
We
kind of flex.
And
pick,
how
to
did
be honest.
that end up winning into a Daji and Kukulin?
We like-
I-
It was like a joint draft, so we were thinking of things that we're able to just kind of isolate because like the game plan was just keep Freya away. And we're thinking, well, Cleo just kind of pokes out, and the same with the Ymir, you can poke out wall off and it stops the Freya being there, and she hasn't got a team around her, she can't really capitalize and do anything. So we kind of flex picked it, looked at it late game, figured like we want more disruption, and then it was just between the Gilgamesh and Bologna as to which one we went for, because both were quite nice into, again, that same thing, just keeping the Freya from scaling, because when it comes to late game, that was their game plan. You take that away, yeah, Yu Huang does a lot, but he's very easy to follow up on, whereas Freya is quite safe, and then she gets the rotation again. So it's
Yeah,
all about the isolation.
but I still can't imagine Lina would have been happy leaning into Kukulin.
It was her choice to go Cleo. Originally, it was a jungle pick.
Wow, impressed. That's
Respect it.
hats off because
Venus got
at
bigger
one point,
testicles than everyone else here, and she's a girl. So there you go.
there was a point once Kukulin had the brawlers on lane. That's 90% anti-heal applied. The Soul Eater was useless for her at that point, but she just played it safe. She played it smart, and I liked what I saw.
We just got online, and our team fights late game were really well coordinated. We kind of got through early, got a few rotations off to keep us in it, and then our objective play was just nice. My steals the entire set
On
were
point.
incredible. Like, I think there was one thing that I didn't steal, which was a fire giant. So
Yeah, a bit early from memory.
The
And by a
Chernobog
bit,
deal was.
I literally couldn't see it. I had no vision, but I couldn't let them see me because then I just died before I had the chance. So I was just guessing at that stage.
for sure, yeah. The one thing I was gonna ask actually. Oh, one thing I was gonna say. So yeah. Really hats off to you all for executing this full physical comp. Something what typically doesn't work in comp. You really executed it quite well. Did you have any opinions once the comp was formed? Were you a bit worried about the comp, personally?
Nah.
I don't know. We're quite good at like team fighting comps.
Yeah.
And that one was a bit. It worried me a little bit. I didn't like the drop, but it worked out, I
We've
guess.
done better.
We
I
weren't.
think,
It wasn't necessarily the full physical, so we
yeah.
already decided we're gonna build like shit tons of pen.
They could have punished him more, definitely. Like,
Yeah.
Daji Yuhuan could have easily afforded defense in their build, but they didn't. They just didn't punish us enough for what we've done.
I think the Darji went Bumbers, and
Yeah.
normally I'm like fine with Darji Bumbers, but she uses Eye pretty well as well. I think the physical defense would have been really nice with like a
Yeah.
shift. I know shifters is like kind of but it's like
Protector would have been really good as well, just for that boost
Yeah.
in the jungle where most of the fights were.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah, that was impressive show from all of you. GG, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Props
Very
to
much.
Kins, by the way. It is kind of hard to pull back a game, but they almost did a game too.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
really came
Yeah.
at us. So fair play
They
to
just
them.
reset their mental and went into it. So yeah.
They've had a big bounce back in how they're looking from the last few weeks, honestly, especially Alfie. Alfie went kind of massive, and Red, Purple, Blue on the Terror, I think, out a lot as well.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't be disheartened.
Alfie asked for an interview.
Not really. It was more Aldo always asked Alfie if he wanted an interview.
Sure,
Sure, we can get Alfie
move
in.
my handsome solo laner in.
Even Alfie's like, I didn't ask.
Might go. Here he is.
Hello.
Alfie. Hey, Alfie, buddy. How are you? Are you good? You good, man?
Alfie, how are you? MVP of game 2. How do you feel?
What? I gave it to
I thought, yeah.
You did.
I thought it was
you
me.
did.
I heard
Look,
it. Give it to
in my-
me.
In my eyes, it's
seen your
Alfie. That
MVP,
was an incredible
Ginger.
game from him.
Oh, thank you.
Although, look, in my eyes, anyone who plays Kukulin is MVP. So, how
Well,
are you feeling?
in both games. I top ward, so I can brag about two more Morton. He's always crying that I don't ward. Now I got top.
Oh, that was definitely a nice showing. How would you guys feeling coming into game 2? How I know Ginger just and Snowy both complimented you guys on being able to pull it back a little bit, the mentals. How do you feel?
I don't know, we were a bit down game 2, and then like we just started playing, and then it went all right, and then as soon as the team fights happened, it was, I think, more chaos by us. We're still getting used to each other by the new players, and that's such. Like, we still don't have a guaranteed mid laner, because Plush Rush was first our ADC, and then Luxior left our team. So now he is our mid, and Saru is gonna be our ADC.
The Masters player got moved up. You hate to see it. Poor man.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, next.
No BM.
No BM.
But I had a lot of fun games. It was fun. I need to go to bed soon, though.
Yeah.
I have exams tomorrow.
Alfie, I will say thank you. You let me practice hitting you when you guys were taking Fire Giant, so I appreciate you letting me get my aim up. In
No,
that
no
second
problem.
game.
Yeah, I did comment on that one, Ginger. I was super shocked that you didn't turn and run.
I
a lot
was dead
sooner.
anyway
That
because
was
I
your
knew the
only
dodgy
death.
was coming. I wasn't gonna
You
live
could
there,
have
so
ran so much sooner.
I
You
was
know
just
what?
saying that so you
Adding the
stayed.
stats. I did a tier. I entered for damage.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Oh. Oh, good game, boys. It's been nice having
Yeah,
you. in.
GG's.
Yeah, thank you very
GG.
much. GG's, Alfie.
Pick someone.
Have a good
chat.
night, everyone.
And you.
Go pick someone chat after.